Today was going to be a incredible day for East Coast red snapper anglers, where we're finally going to get the season that the East Coast angler deserve. Now in the Gulf, we've always had quite a few days, maybe a month or two, going back even the last 10, 15 years. We've had some small seasons, but this year specifically for East Coast anglers was going to be an incredible year. And this team at Sword was actually super excited because for the first time ever, the East Coast guys were going to be able to go out there and smash a limit of snapper without just having 2 days to do it. Within the last 24 hours, there's been a massive change. There is a lobbying group called the Southeastern Fisheries Association, I believe, that represents commercial fishing interests on the East Coast. This lobbying group somehow convinced a judge to file an order that then doesn't allow the East Coast Florida angler to participate in red snapper season and completely shut it down. Now, back and forth though, we've had the FWC, they put up a post that was basically a red snapper that said, "Come and take it." Man, that got me fired up. And I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, that's our right. Like, that's our right as recreational anglers to have access to these fisheries. Commercial lobbying interests shouldn't be controlling recreational fishing. What was horrible about this is that it was just randomly done for the Florida anglers right before the season started. Y'all have already bought your tackle, you've already got your boats ready, and you're stoked to get out there. But then randomly, 24 hours before the season opens, they say, "Hey, you're not allowed to catch red snapper on the East Coast anymore." And so we're upset. We're like actually sad for you guys. This is something I am bummed out about, because in the Gulf we've always had the access, and on the East Coast you guys have always dealt with the regulations issues and the issues when it comes between commercial and recreational interest. But Sword has always been a company that has supported the recreational right to fish, and I want to make it known that, like, we are actively thinking about you guys. And we had this celebration plan so that every night today, on the opening day of red snapper season, because it was going to open on the East Coast and the Gulf Coast of Florida, every order would get this hat with it. So every order of a fillet knife would get this hat with it. But now it's like, man, it wasn't as big as a celebration, but we are still going to throw in a hat, one of these hats with every order. And for the East Coast guys, we hope that makes it right for the Gulf Coast guys. We're excited. We can't wait to see you guys out there, and go catch them up, guys.